With Madeline Mantock exiting the show, we've got a new Charmed one coming in to complete the power of three, plus a trio of new showrunners ready to take the show in a brand new direction. We're about to talk about Charmed Season 4. Hey guys, Kristen here, and I am so excited to be back to talk about Charmed Season 4 and everything that we know about the season so far. There's been a lot of information dropping, especially thanks to one of the new showrunners, Joey Falco, on Twitter. So I'm just we're gonna go through everything and talk about what we've learned so far, maybe some things you guys might know, maybe some things you might not know. I also wanted to share that I'm working with Tokyo Treat to share an unboxing of their epic snack box in this video. So I'm gonna share that a little bit later. But in the meantime, let's get into a quick refresher. I just wanted to say hello to everyone. I see there's a whole bunch of people in here commenting. Happy New Year, everyone. Good evening. I am so excited to get back into some Charmed videos and just, let's talk about it. So, like I said, quick refresher. Madeline Mantock is leaving the show. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure we all know, she was one of the fan favorites as Macy. And now Lucy Barrett is coming in to play a brand new character who's going to complete the power of three. Like I said, I want to give a big shout out to the new showrunner, one of the new showrunners, Joey Falco, who's been dropping a lot of hints and behind the scenes information on Charmed Season 4 on Twitter already. So let's talk about what we know. So Joey has been working on Charmed since that first season, and he even wrote that final scene in the season finale where they teased expanding into the magical community, which I know is something that we've all been really interested in. And in the behind the scenes information that he shared so far, it seems like they're actually going to go that route. And I actually want to share a photo that I thought was really exciting that you guys might recognize these people from the season 1 finale, Rita and Nida. These were some of the magical beings that we got a little tease of at the end of the first season, and they are coming back for season 4. So we're really diving into that magical world. And a little bit more information that we've gotten is that for the most part, they are going to be exploring that wider magical world than diving into the demon world. It's not going to be a pure monster of the week format. There's going to be this big mystery that connects everything, but every episode will have those standalone moments. So there's going to be scary monsters. There's going to be humor. There's going to be more sisterhood, more laughs, more characters. It really feels like we might go back to those roots of season 1, which I think was a lot of our favorite season when it came down to it. I know we were a little bit critical at the beginning, but I think looking back now, that season really had a lot of things that I loved about the original Charmed and just the franchise in general. The focus on the sisterhood, the fact that they were able to kind of balance that magical life and that regular life, and also the fact that it was funny, that it was a little bit goofy. There were some funny things going on. It wasn't so serious. I think in the last, season 2 and 3, it got really dark. And I like my magic with a little humor. So Quay's like, everyone who judged season 1, look at us now. Yep. No, I think I'm excited to see us kind of go back to those roots a little bit. And I mean, when you think about it, this show has done a lot of soft relaunches. The first season, once it ended, season 2 was definitely a soft relaunch. And now going into season 4, we have a whole new lineup of the Charmed ones. Like, this is definitely a whole new launch. And I'm happy to see us go back to that humor and the magical community of season 1. So let's go into some other information that we've learned. This when it comes to the new Charmed one, this is not going to be like Paige, where we find out right away, oh, this is their sister. They've said that this is going to be a mystery of the new Charmed one's connection to Mel and Maggie and Macy, and it's going to take the whole season to go through. I'm curious as to what that's going to mean. I think it would be cool if she was Mel's daughter. I think I saw a comment in there of someone who did not want to see that. I think that'd be cool. Or if there was other dimensions, and maybe she's everyone's diving into the multiverse lately, right? Maybe this is a Charmed one from another universe that maybe, when they ripped that hole in the I don't know, what was it, like the ozone or whatever, they ripped a hole in the universe. Like maybe that's how she came to be. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. There's a lot of theories that could come into play into this new season. And as Charles says here, they also talked about they're going to get into the Charmed lore, which I'm very excited about. I think that's something that I've been really wanting to see is more lore and more family history. And Joey Falco did say on Twitter that there is a connection between the Charmed Ones and Melinda Warren. I know there was like a couple of, I think there was 2 photos in season 1 that we saw on screen that like kind of teased in the Book of Shadows that Melinda Warren was connected to the sisters. And it was like, was that just an Easter egg, or is that going to be, actually be something more substantial? And he's confirmed that that is legit. The 2 universes are connected, and Melinda Warren's picture will pay off, but they would need a season 5 to really fully create the story that they have in mind. I will say though, one of the other writers said the word specifically, the 2 universes absolutely overlap. And that just made me think, like, again, are we going into multiverses? Is that again how we get to this new Charmed one? We got some comments up in here. Definitely time for back to season 1 basics. I'm excited for the powers and abilities the magical community could introduce and explore. And I'm excited for that as well. Sean says that they hope we get a season 5. I'm curious to see. Honestly, I think this is one of the seasons I've been most excited for, because I think we have people now that really enjoyed writing that first season and enjoyed that humor and want to go back to it, and that lightheartedness. So yeah, let's go on to some other facts that we've learned. They have confirmed that we will not be going back to Hilltown, at least not in this season. They've also said that the new Charmed one will not necessarily have. They basically just said that they will not have the power of telekinesis. That's not necessarily a component of being a Charmed one. That was in the original, and they're going to do something, fresh and different versus doing the same power. They also said that we will see photos and flashbacks to moments that we've seen before with Macy. Maggie and Mel lost a sister. They're not going to just pretend it didn't happen. So yeah, I'm excited to hear all of that we're going to explore more of the lore, that we are going to I'm hoping that in exploring the lore, we also will dive into like their family history, because that's something that I think is so fascinating. They are going to do a different power. It's not going to be a telekinesis, and I think that sounds cool. Now, I also wanted to bring up some fun photos that we've gotten, and also some script covers that we've gotten over the last few months on Twitter. So the first one here is for the first episode, titled Not That Girl. And when they posted about this on Twitter, they did mention Wicked, and that is a song. Not That Girl is a song in Wicked. And so it makes me curious if maybe there will be some kind of connection there between that song and whatever's happening in the episode. Not That Girl is kind of about, being that girl that doesn't get the guy. So could that have to do with something in that first episode? Or maybe it just, maybe they were like, oh, Wicked, witches, that could be funny. I think it would be great to have a musical episode. So if they decided like, oh, let's channel some Wicked, I would be totally fine with it. Then going into episode, they didn't give any photo for 402, so I'm going to move to 403, called Unlucky Charmed. And this is going to be an episode that features a leprechaun, which I think is super cool. We did get, I think it was in season 1, a call out to the cheers that the original Charmed ones did with the leprechauns. So I'm excited to see an actual leprechaun episode. And then they shared this cereal, Funny Flakes. They'll crack you up. And so I imagine that could maybe have to do with the leprechauns. Maybe not. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't know why I thought that would maybe have to do with leprechauns. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Either way, I don't know, maybe the green made me think that it had a connection to the leprechauns. But I think that is going to, obviously that's going to play some role in the show, because they're sharing behind the scenes photos and props. And then we get into episode 404, Ripples. They have confirmed this is a merman episode, which I think is unique because, they did do a whole like mermaid arc in the original Charmed, and I've never really seen many projects that focus on mermen, so I think that'll be really cool. Then going into episode 405, that is the Sisterhood of the Traveling Sandwich, and this is actually going to be directed by Rupert Evans, who plays Harry. And it's a time travel extravaganza, which I'm super excited for more time traveling. They also shared a photo behind the scenes of Rupert directing Sarah in a very crucial moment, they said, of this episode. So I'm very curious of like, are they going to do like time traveling to see themselves? Is that going to have to do with this new Charmed one? Does time traveling, does it have to do with Macy's passing on? And then for the final script cover that they shared, it's 406 is blanked out because they said they're spoilers. So the something, I don't know what that is, but some kind of spoilers ahead. They also shared this behind the scenes photo of Mel with a lightsaber. So, clearly, I don't know, is that like a Star Wars reference that we're getting in this season, or, just Star Wars and Charmed intertwine? Oh, let me see. We got a couple of questions here. Ripples is the merman episode. The time travel episode is the traveling sandwich one. So that there's a lot that we've learned so far. I am going to toss over to the unboxing of Tokyo Treat now to share with you guys, but in the meantime, feel free to throw in your comments and I will address them after we get through it. All right, ready? Let's do this. Thank you to Tokyo Treat for sending me this package to unbox and try out on my channel. Tokyo Treat is a monthly Japanese subscription service that lets you try out popular snacks and drinks from Japan. I am a big traveler, but unfortunately in the pandemic it's been kind of hard to do that, so I think it's really cool that Tokyo Treat makes it so easy to send snacks from Japan straight to your door. Let's get into this box and see what's in here. The first thing in here is this brochure that tells you more about Tokyo Treat and the different snacks. So let's start off with the first thing in here, which is these Tokyo Treat exclusive Kitkats Cafe au Lait. So this is a coffee flavor that is only available in this package, and they worked exclusively with Nestle KitKat to create it. I'm a big fan of different flavored KitKats. I feel like they do so many cool kinds, from like matcha to cherry blossom. So I'm excited to try this one. That's really good. I'm not a coffee drinker, and it's not like overly coffee flavored. It kind of reminds me of like maybe like a white chocolate vibe. Next up are these Fuwado edamame crackers. So these are like rice crackers with an edamame flavor. I like love the packaging. Look how beautiful, like with the little flowers. They have like a slight green tinge to them. That's good stuff. It like melts in your mouth. Oh yeah, I like those. I don't know if this is healthy, but I want to pretend that it is. I can see that being a really good alternative to chips. Now that we've taken like the two top pieces off, I want to just show a little bit more inside the box because they fit a lot in here. Like, there's a lot. Very impressive. I've had Pocky before, but this is like a winter chocolate one. Oh, and it looks like it comes in two separate things, so you don't have to open it all at once, which is nice. And this is just like a classic Pocky. It's like a little pretzel with chocolate on top. Honestly, actually, I feel like this has thicker chocolate than Pockies that I've had in the United States. Next up is a DIY sauce senbei. So it looks like it's rice crackers and then you put this senbei sauce on it. This is a Thai areri, which has like soy sauce and mirin flavors, and it's shaped like mini sea breams. Oh, Oh, they look like little goldfish. They have a rice cracker vibe, not a super strong flavor. Then we have this fluffy custard taiyaki set. This is like a spongy batter kind of cookie with custard in the middle. It kind of, it's so cute. Look at that. It kind of looks like a little waffle fish. This is really nice. It's like light and fluffy and spongy. And I feel like the custard's kind of baked into a little bit more. You know what it kind of tastes like? You know when you make like a vanilla cake and you want to eat a little bit of the batter? That's kind of what this tastes like. We have the Kirakira jewelry jelly, which you can make little jelly to eat that is shaped like little jewels and diamonds, so that's really cool. Then you have Spot the Cider sour gum. So this is all cider flavored gum, but one of them has a sour piece in the middle, so you know, you got to see who ends up getting it. This is nostalgic Ramen candy, which is based off of the fizzy soda of the same name. So when you eat it, it's supposed to fizz and melt in your mouth, and it's shaped like a little soda with a little smiley face on it. That's cute. Let's see. So it just looks like a little mint or something. Ooh. Ooh. It sort of tastes like a sweet tart that like melts in your mouth. They also gave us this Mega Pachi energy drink, and the design is supposed to look like a kabuki theater actor. So that's a really cute design. I'm super excited about the ramen. I've been like really into ramen over the last few months, and this is Mr. Tanuki's spicy tonkatsu flavor cup ramen. This is cabbage taro, which is mini corn puffs with a sweet and sour flavor. Yeah, it really has a very strong flavor. They kind of look like little tater tots. Yeah, they're good. You can really taste the like sweet and sour flavoring. This is umabo tonkatsu. This is another corn flavored snack with a tonkatsu flavoring. It kind of has similar vibes to that cabbage taro, but just in a stick form. These two definitely have a lot of flavor to them. Then we have caramel taro, which has caramel and peanuts in it. They look like they'd be like peanut butter or pretzels or something. They don't have a very strong flavor. It's just like little caramel bites. And then for our last item, we have a Shimmy cocoa stick. And this is a light, crunchy choco corn snack. It kind of looks a little bit like that tonkatsu one. It tastes just like Cocoa Puffs. These snacks were so good. I'm really excited because I've always wanted to try snacks from Japan, and this was a really cool opportunity to try like a whole bunch of different things. If you like this unboxing and you want to order your own Tokyo Treat box, make sure to check out my description box where I have an affiliate link and you can sign up there to order your own. This was really fun. Thank you again to Tokyo Treat for letting me try out this box, and I hope you guys check it out yourself because it was delicious. All right, guys, I'm gonna bring this up from Sean. Shout out to Tokyo Treat. Honestly, those snacks were really good. I like finished the Pocky already, and those chips that were like green. Oh my god, they were so good. I would totally get that box again. But yeah, like I said, if you are interested, there's an affiliate link in my description box. But now let's get back to Charmed. So, I want to give a shout out also to Harry, who realized that that picture was not a lightsaber like I thought. It was a samurai sword. I really thought that was a lightsaber. I was like, are we getting into Star Wars right now? Are we going into space to fight some bad guys? Let's see. We got a couple more questions I'm going to go through, and then we're going to wrap up. So we got Jed here asking, do you think Swan will inherit safe space from Macy? Mel and Maggie will probably be too busy to run it. Honestly, I think that's a great idea and a way that like we can stay in safe space because that's where our like home base is, but also not have to worry about it so much because they were pretending like they wanted to upkeep safe space when like, you know, they didn't. Just let Swan be in charge. It'll be fine. Samir says that they would rather Marisol just have another secret daughter. Marisol is already a terrible person with so many secrets. Just continue the trend. It would be so wild if she had another daughter. Honestly, they could do it just to make it easy because they kind of, I don't know, haven't done a super great job of keeping the show consistent in quality. So they could do it. It would be fine, I guess, but it is a little ridiculous. And then as we're saying, MB, it's true. I wish they would have focused on giving us a consistent show. I think that's really the problem, is that like there's maybe too many cooks in the kitchen. They had a direction for season 1. I think they should have kept going with that direction. They tried to change things up. They tried to soft relaunch it. They're now soft relaunching it again. So, you know, I think it's gonna be just like, we keep watching because we enjoy Charmed, and we hope that it will be what we want, and we want to support, and that's all we can really do. And, you know, I'm happy to talk about it every week with you guys. And in speaking of that, the show returns Friday, March 11th, guys, the day before my wedding. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that video, because I'm not going to be sitting in my wedding dress here. How funny would that be, though, right? Yeah, so the day before my wedding, Charmed returns. We will be talking about the show, so don't worry. I just got to figure out, you know, how. Hopefully we can, I don't know, get an early screener or something. And let's see, we got a couple of other comments here about powers, and about the sisterhood. I just want the new girl to be the youngest, to have Mel as the proper older protective sister. I think that would be nice as well. It would, you know, it would be nice to do that order of, you know, Mel always thought she was the oldest, and then making her the oldest again. Imagine if Marisla had one child in another dimension. That's really cool. That I think is interesting. And I would be able to forgive the fact that she has so many daughters if this is like a multiverse thing, and this is a daughter from a different multiverse. Yeah, Miles says there's no overarching theme. It seems in the OG there was always a source, but not a distinctive figurehead in the reboot. Yeah, there's no like thing that they're all working towards. It's like every season is a brand new thing, and that's what I find so difficult about making theories about this show, because really, like, people it's just all willy nilly. Like, who really knows? But I'm hopeful and excited about this new season. This is the most excited I've been about a season since season 1. And I'm hoping that they're going to, like we said, go back to those roots a little bit, and, you know, give us some of that sisterhood and humor and the magical community that we've been wanting to see. And that's what it sounds like they're going to do. You know, we've got mermen, we've got leprechauns, we've got time traveling. This is like all the things that I want to see. And I think, you know, there is the potential to do it. I mean, I'm seeing it on the CW in shows like Nancy Drew. Nancy Drew is addicting. It's so good. It's so good. And I want Charmed to have that as well. Like, just let us have a great show about witches. So I am excited for the show to come back in March. If there's any other updates that we get, I'll try to do another video like this updating you guys. And thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Again, if you are interested in checking out that Tokyo box, I'm telling you, it was really good. There's a link in my description box where you can check out my affiliate link to get a box yourself. And I will see you as we get closer to March 11th. Season 4 is back. Woo! Also, just a reminder that I do other videos outside of Charmed. So if you want to see, you know, other interviews or reviews that I've done, you can check that out on my channel. I also launched a website called popcultureplanet.net where I talk about even more TV and movies, but like in a written format. So if you want to check that out, it's connected to my podcast, Pop Culture Planet, which will be returning later in the year, where we focus on representation and inclusion. But yeah, if you are watching this video on playback, make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on all the new stuff that we've learned about Charmed Season 4. I cannot wait to hear what you think, any theories, any thoughts, and if you're excited. So make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know. Yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Adios. Consider subscribing if you like my videos, and if you want to talk more TV and movies with me outside of the comments section, check out the exclusive Discord available on my Patreon at patreon.com/kmaldo. If you like this one, you can check out more of my videos right over here. See ya!